And before we start this video, you guys, I would just like to say shout out to my big sister for following me and always commenting and just being a really big supporter of mine. I appreciate everything you do for me and I love you. Thank you. Oh, and thanks for the shirt too. Hi TTC fam, it's me Laura, and thanks so much for coming back to my channel. If you guys are new, hello, I am Laura. This is my TTC journey with PCOS, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Alrighty ladies, so let's get into this video that has been talked about and long awaited for. So we have the difference between Clomid and Letrozole. And when I say the difference, I mean the symptoms that I experienced when I was on both of the medications. The reason why this video has taken so long to be recorded is because I wanted to take each level of the pill so I can know what to relate to you guys as far as symptom goes. Now, the first medication that I did prescribe in order for me to try to ovulate is Clomid. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. So it comes in this little tin foil, or at least mine's did. So you can see that it's kind of like, it's like a little bit smaller than a dime, but it's not that much smaller, but that's kind of like as far as measurement goes. So it's definitely bigger than Letrozole. And I still have some pills for Letrozole left, so I'm just gonna show you what they look like. And I'm pretty sure half of you already know. And they're just a small little yellow pill. I don't know if my thing is gonna focus or not, but yeah, that's what it looks like. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this vlog. All right, so ladies, as I stated, we're gonna start with Clomid or clomiphene citrate first. So I took 50, 100, and 150 of Clomid. When I took 50, I did not get any follicles. My follicles were too small, so I was not able to trigger it all on Clomid at all, 50, 100, or 150. When I was on 100, I did have follicles. That was probably the best medication for me, just because I did have follicles, because I took it twice, and each time I had follicles, they were almost mature. I just don't think that I was monitored properly on Clomid, and that's the reason for me not being able to conceive. And also, I was not knowledgeable. Like I told you ladies, I put myself out there. Y'all already know I was very uneducated. I just went into this thing wanting a baby, not researching on what any of this stuff can do to me or nothing. I was just like, you know what, whatever you're gonna give me to have this baby, that's what I'm gonna take. And don't do that. That's what I'm saying, don't do that. You know, research, see what it's, you know, see how it can affect your body, your mind, just everything, because I think people don't realize how much this stuff can affect you. At the end of the day, these are still hormones. I call them mechanical hormones that we're putting in our body, you know, to kind of push us and help us ovulate, because if you have PCOS, sometimes your body does not ovulate on its own, and it kind of needs the extra oomph to get it there. So when I was on Clomid, I can honestly say that number one, I would say the headaches. The headaches were definitely number one for me. And the higher the dosage became, the more the headaches kind of were there. And I'm not gonna say that they like, oh yeah, when I was on 50 versus 100, you know, when I got on 100, the headaches like, oh my God, they were just so intense, I couldn't take it. No, but you still experience the headaches with them, you know, with each milligram they prescribe you. And so I'm not the type of person who gets headaches a lot, unless like maybe it's like a lot of yelling or like loud music on for like a certain amount of time. So I could notice the headaches a lot more. So yeah, definitely was not okay with the headaches. I did experience a little bit of Cottonmouth with Clomid, not too bad, but definitely want to keep some water or something near you if you do get on the medication, just in case. As far as the emotional side of everything, I can say what Larry says. Larry says I was a little bit meaner on Clomid. I don't think so. I think just because you're aggravated already because you're taking medication to ovulate, and then maybe you're not ovulating or you're not getting pregnant, that adds into the attitude. But per Larry, I was acting like a, we're not gonna say. But yeah, he still dealt with it. So anyways, I can definitely say, I can't say as far as acne. I did break out, but nothing like Letrozole. So I can't really say that as far as Clomid. Now cycles, I will say that my cycles were a little bit heavier on Clomid than Letrozole, definitely. My cycles have always ranged about 6 days, so that didn't change. It's not like I was on my cycle for 3 days on Clomid and then 6 days on the other medication. No, both medications my cycle stayed 6 days. The only difference is with Clomid, I kind of feel like I passed a little bit more blood clots. Sorry, lady, TMI. But I think I passed a little bit more blood clots on Clomid than I definitely did Letrozole. I can't even remember. Only like one time on Letrozole I had a blood clot. But yeah, definitely on Clomid. So yeah, that's the only thing I can really remember. Like I said, it's been some months. If you guys been following me, then you can kind of look back at some of those videos and kind of, you know, get what I was saying. But it's not really too fresh for me because it was like almost maybe over half of a year that I had taken these. So, but those are the symptoms that come to mind when I think about taking Clomid. The headaches, the little bit of Cottonmouth, and the hormonal changes. So yeah, your attitude is going to fluctuate. Some days you're going to be happy, mad, sad, whatever. I mean, this journey is so unpredictable. We don't know how we're going to be. So let's go ahead and get into Letrozole. So as you guys know, right now, me and Larry have decided that after our IUI failed, that we were going to try some natural things instead of us just kind of putting all of these different hormones in my body, not knowing what they're doing to me. Who knows what could happen? I mean, for Christ's sakes, I could grow a third arm for all I know. I mean, I don't know. But just so many hormones. Like, I don't like that. I don't want all that stuff in my body. Like, I kind of feel like I need a detox after all this stuff. I don't know. But let's go ahead and get into the big L, Letrozole. So when I started off Letrozole, I started off 2.5 milligrams twice a day, which is 5 milligrams. I did not conceive. So my doctor then bumped me up, and I was taking 2.5 milligrams 3 times a day, which was a 7.5 milligrams. Definitely the number one thing I'm gonna say right now that I noticed on Letrozole, my boobs ached. When I say that my boobs ached, I mean like my boobs hurt so bad sometimes, like, and just constant just ache, like just waves of like pain, just ache. Now this is me. Like I said, these are my symptoms. I'm not talking about what everybody else experienced. I'm just telling women what you might go through if you take these medications, okay? So let's keep that in mind, what you may go through. This is what I went through. But my boobs hurt so bad. I'm not laughing, it's not funny, I'm not gonna make a joke of it, they hurt. Now, one of my friends, I remember she was telling me, she's on a TTC journey as well. She was telling me she wanted to take Letrozole, but she heard something about breast cancer with Letrozole, and this is something that they prescribe women with breast cancer. So I'm not sure if that was the whole thing, and my boob, you know, me taking the hormone, it was kind of confused because of course I don't have that. But yeah, that's something I never really researched. Like I said, I was knowledgeable. I don't care, just give me, you know, that's how I was. So, and I did not conceive from either one of those as well. So yeah, definitely number one, the boobs with Letrozole, automatically. I never experienced that with Clomid ever. With Letrozole, my boobs ached. And I know sometimes women say that they have too much caffeine, their boobs can ache too. That may be what I was experiencing, but Jesus, that stuff hurt. Another thing with Letrozole I would say is I was definitely more emotional. Definitely, I was more emotional. I wanted to cry, I wanted to be a big baby, I wanted to be held, I wanted to be consoled, I wanted to be everything on Letrozole. So babe said on Clomid, I was feisty, I was, you know, but then on Letrozole, he says that I was more like, it's emotional, I want to cry at every little thing, and I just wanted to be his baby, and I wanted to be hugged and kissed every little second of the day. And I believe that is true, that's true. So yeah, definitely a little bit more babyish on the Letrozole side. And then another thing is the breakouts. So yeah, I might have, you know, been learning how to do the good coverage or whatever as far as makeup goes, but I definitely had the breakouts with Letrozole, and it was bad. My whole entire face right here on this side, definitely. Look, I have one right there right now. Like, it's just breaking out horribly. I was so mad at that. That's why I was like, you know what? After this cycle, let's take like a 2-month break. I have to get my face together. Like, I've never, like, this stuff is causing me like bump right here. Like, y'all can't even see. You can see a little mark like that. It's driving me crazy. So done with the Letrozole. Like, I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. Comparing the two, Letrozole versus Clomid, I'm definitely going to go with the Clomid. I actually want to give my body a rest and then switch back to Clomid because, like I said, I was getting follicles with Clomid. I'm not getting anything with Letrozole. Like, never. Every time I go to the doctor, I'm getting nothing. And I just wanted to speak on this just for a little second. I know a lot of African-American women who take Letrozole, they always say Letrozole is better for, you know, African-American women than Clomid. So I was kind of excited when my doctor prescribed it. I'm like, yeah, if Clomid didn't work, this gotta work. And it didn't work. So we are planning on, like I said, going natural for like the next 2 months, 3 months, seeing what my body can do on its own, maybe doing like some fertility teas, as well as something else I have in store. I don't want to say it just because I don't want to say it right now because I haven't really spoken with the woman, but I definitely have something that I've had people write me and tell me to try. So I'm definitely setting the appointment to try that, and I'm going to take you ladies with me. It is something definitely for fertility. So I'm so excited to do that and see what happens after. But yes, ladies, that's just my experience. As I stated, these medicines, at the end of the day, there's still extra hormones being put in your body. If anybody would like to know, yes, besides letrozole and Clomid, I did take Avidra shot, I did take progesterone, I did take birth control pills as well. And I probably forgot one that I took because I've been taking so many medications for the last 2 years trying to conceive. And like I said, at the end of the day, it kind of hurt our feelings because we didn't get a baby. And it was hurtful. And I put all of my eggs, I feel like, in one basket when I first started going to the OBGYN office because I was hearing so much good news about Clomid and reading the reviews on Google and stuff. I just knew if I took it, I was going to get pregnant. I was like, yeah, I just know it. And the dosage, as they went up, the more I really started to believe, like, man, this has to work. There's no way. And so when nothing was working, I felt like my drive to get pregnant, I felt like my whole everything was just ended. Like, so now what? Now what do I do? You know? But yes, ladies, those are the 2 pills that you will 9 times out of 10 hear about if you go into an OBGYN office to try to get pregnant, or if you're going to a reproductive endocrinologist, you're going to hear Clomid, you're going to hear letrozole. So, yes. So if you guys have any questions or anything, you guys can go ahead and hit me up on my Instagram. I'm on there almost every day. And I kind of post up just about my everyday life that's not just TTC. Because sometimes we need a break. Like, this is a hard journey. And I'm learning that now. And like I tell you, ladies, make sure you guys are being very knowledgeable, you know, as far as your body and as far as the situation you have. Everybody's different, you know. I have just PCOS. I don't have endometriosis as well. And I don't have any of the health issues that I know about right now. So there's women who are taking, you know, letrozole and Clomid, and they have to take other medications as well on top of that. So they might have different symptoms from me. So this is just what I experience. But yes, ladies, I want to say thank you guys so much for coming to my vlog, showing so much love to me and Larry that we had the failed IUI. We are not giving up. As I stated, we are keeping God first and keeping love first as well. So keep your head up, ladies. We are in this together, my PCOS sisters.